crafting the brand positioning. Brand positioning. The objective of this topic is how can a firm develop and establish an effective positioning in the market. How do marketers identify and analyze competition? How are brands successfully differentiated? How do firms communicate their positionings? What are the alternative approach to positionings? And what are the differences in positioning and branding for a small business? So, what is positioning? Positioning is the act of designing a company's offering and image to occupy a distinctive place in the mind of the target customer. So they want to conquer a place in the mind of the target customer. They want to secure their distinctive place in the mind of the target customer. So the question is, what marketer can do to occupy the mental space in the heart of the target consumer? Yeah. In the segmentation, we discover different needs of groups in the marketplace. Those needs that you can satisfy in a superior way, yeah, using the value proposition. And then position that you offer to the target market supposedly the target market can recognize the distinctive offer. Yeah. A good brand positioning, yeah, helps the marketing strategy by clarifying what is the brand essence, what is the heart of the brand. Yeah. And then the brand positioning also helped identifying the goals that help the consumer achieve and showing how to do it in a unique way. So example like a value proposition. So this is not brand positioning yet, but the value proposition. So let's say Volvo, the target consumer is the safety conscious upscale families. This is the target customer persona. Yeah, the persona is the safety conscious upscale families. This is the target persona. What is the value proposition? Value proposition is the proposition that suitable with the needs and wants of the target persona or the target customer. So the value proposition for the target customer or the target persona is the safest, most durable wagon in which your family can ride. That is the value proposition. Now the brand positioning is based on consumer insight. So brand positioning is to help the value proposition. Yeah, to help the value proposition to gain an area within the consumer mind. Yeah. So we develop the brand positioning. Let's say what for a product like counterpaint. counterpane. Okay, let's say the value proposition is from the counterpane is for the to value proposition is to maintain or to what is the value proposition? Sensasi and saat beraksi. Okay, so to give sensation during your action, that is the value proposition. And how do you make your brand positioning on this? Yeah, you put an athletes that represent the product. Okay, Susi Susanti, the gold medal of badminton from Indonesia in the Olympiad. Okay, all right. So there is area in your mind occupied by Susi Susanti. Okay, right. And the value proposition is to improve your back pain cure. Yeah, muscle pain specialist. Yeah, the brand positioning by using highly competitive athlete using it. So there is one way of using brand positioning. So the step required in positioning is first determine the competitive framework of reference. Yeah. Identifying optimal point of difference and point of parity and creating a brand mantra. What is competitive framework of reference? Competitive framework of reference defines which other brands a brand compete with. Yeah. So what is the competitor analysis there? So on the competitive frame of reference, you try to analyze your competitors. Let's say Dettol and Lifebuoy. Okay. Or Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Or Coca-Cola versus Coffee Day. Yeah. So what is competitor? So point of frame of reference is to conduct competitor analysis. Okay, in this frame of reference, you would like to analyze what is your position towards the competitor. Let's say you are A, the other B and C. And then from the customer awareness, this can be anything, yeah? Can be quality, cost, delivery, awareness, interest, selling stuff, customer service, whatever, you name it. Yeah? Because the frame of reference can be anything. Yeah? Sales, and then whatever. So E is excellent, G is good, F is fair, P is pure. So, but this frame of reference should be from the perspective of customer, not yours. What is customer perspective on this? So you create a questionnaire, Google form. What do you think about the product or the competitive rivalry within the industry? So you understand what is customer rating on the competitor's key success factor. This is competitive frame of reference. And then we need to identify point of difference and point of parity. Point of difference is what makes you different from the other competitor. And point of parity is what is similar between you and the competitor? Point of difference and point of parity. Let's say CQ. What is CQ point of difference compared to the other university? What is the point of difference between Telkomsel and the other telecommunication companies? What is point of difference between Nike and Adidas and what else? New Balance or Under Armour, etc. What is the point of difference between Apple, yeah, and Android, Samsung, Androids, blah blah blah? The point of difference can be seen by the attributes or benefits that customer strongly associate with the brand. Yeah. So let's say Nike. What is the point of difference between Nike and the others? Nike is performance, innovative technology, and winning. This is the point of difference between Nike and Adidas. So point of difference criteria, it is desirable, deliverable, and differentiating. Yeah. Consumer, for desirable, customer must see the brand as personally relevant to them. Deliverable, it is must have resources and commitment to feasibly and profitably create and maintain the brand association in the mind of the customer. Differentiating, customer must see the brand as distinctive and superior to the relevant competitor. So that is point of difference. So you want to see how you how the product differentiate to others, how you deliver different to how you deliver with the commitment to make the brand association in the mind of the customer and personally relevant with the customer. Yes.
What's the difference between that with UVP, Pak? Unique value proposition.
All right. So let me put another chart here. Oh, actually we will going to that. So let me going fast, a little bit faster. So this one. So alright. So when we can put the like a two axis here. Okay, let me put it into another. So this one is, let me put it something more relevant. Okay. Insert. Insert. Okay, this one is the, let's say this one is quality, high quality, and this one is low quality. This one is high cost. This one is low cost. Okay, let's see McDonald. What do you think of McDonald? Is it low quality or high quality? The burger?
Middle.
Middle. All right. So, and what about the cost? Is it low or high?
Middle also.
Huh? So put don't use middle. Low or high? Low. Okay. Low quality. And then low cost or high cost?
High cost.
High cost, McDonald.
Yes.
Okay. Low quality and high cost. All right, no worries. What about Wendy's? Oh, Burger King.
High quality.
High quality. Is it low cost or high cost?
High.
Okay. Burger King. All right. What about Wendy's?
Low quality, low cost.
Low quality, low cost. Really? Okay. Okay. What about any others? There is some burger in
Awe.
Okay.
Longer burger also.
Yeah, no. The new one in
Harus juga.
in Sabang, but I forgot the name.
Lawless. Is it?
Lawless dong.
Lawless.
Subway Pak,
Oh
Subway.
yeah, Subway lah. Okay, Subway. What about Subway?
What available in
Oh,
Indonesia?
not available. No. That is in the near Sabang, but I forgot. I eat that last time. Okay.
Flip burger.
No, not flip burger. A very nice one, very good one, very good one.
Texas chicken.
No, not fried chicken. Okay, I recall it again. Okay, so what about what do you call it before?
Awe.
What about Awe? Is it low cost, high cost?
Low cost.
Low cost, quality,
High.
High
high
quality.
quality. Okay, all right. So these are the point of difference. McDonald is high cost, low quality. Wendy's low quality, low cost. Awe is high quality, low cost. Burger King high quality, high cost. This is the point of difference between the product. But I would like to when this is comparing quality and cost. When you are going to make a product, let's say you have a startup company. Which area that hasn't occupied yet? Which area hasn't occupied yet? Center. So let's say Sachin want to build his own
Such burger.
burger. So he put it here because this hasn't occupied yet. So he do not want to battle with Awe. He do not want to battle with Wendy's. He do not want to battle with McDonald. He don't want to battle with Burger King. So he go here. The Sachi burger. Yeah. With the brand ambassador like Shahrukh Khan, something like that. Sachi burger. So
Chicken.
Sachi burger. So there is a way to by using point of difference, you can see the perceptual map. Which area that you should going into? Okay, or what area you are in currently. So maybe we can kind of tweak the map a little bit. Let's say this one is kid friendly. No, not kid friendly. And this one is kid friendly. Okay, so you want to develop, your target market is a kid. You have a clustering model, and then you see that your targeted segment is a kid. So you want to see the perceptual map of the current competition using the point of difference. Where do you put Wendy's here? Is it kid friendly or not kid friendly?
Not kid friendly because they don't have Happy Meal.
Okay, cool. What about Awe?
Are we kid friendly?
Not.
Moving here. So we move the perceptual map. Burger King,
Kid friendly.
kid friendly? Okay. McDonald,
I don't know. Very kid friendly.
very kid friendly. Awe, kid friendly mid or high? Or low?
Mid. Mid.
Mid. Burger King,
Mid.
mid. McDonald, high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Alright.
are we also the
Yes? Questions?
has the choice? Yeah.
Questions? Okay. So we see that this Awe, Burger King and McDonald is trying to occupy the kid friendly burger. So they try to develop the toys, the playground, etc. So when you want so when this is not targeting the kid, so they are here. So what about Sachin? Is he going to fight in the kid friendly area, or which one is better for Sachin? What kind of target segment should he fight into?
Not
Not kid friendly. Yeah, not kid friendly. So he want to avoid the red ocean here. This is red ocean. AW, Burger King and McDonald is trying to this battle for the kid friendly. So let's go far away from them. Find our own blue ocean, the not kid friendly area. So this is the perceptual map. So we can move our direction or reshape our target, yeah, accordingly to find the blue ocean that gives you better potential customer, yeah, or a niche customer, a niche segment.
Niche.
Yep. So that is point of difference. What is the difference between point of difference and value proposition? So point of difference is to identify the area for you to the point of difference is to see the area that you are good into, yeah, that you are good or you are planning to, that gives you better opportunities. yeah, and therefore you can identify your target segment accordingly with your strategy. Let's say this one is kid-friendly strategy. You are not kid-friendly strategy because this restaurant, this burger restaurant is already there. Let's find another segment. Okay, not kid-friendly. So that, and then you identify the cluster. The targeted cluster is not is a teenager. No. The adult. Yeah, the teenager, the adult above 12, something like that. So therefore you, okay, this is my target. So perceptual map is helping you to identify your target segment. And then the value proposition is given your superior value on the product, you want to fulfill the needs and wants of the teenage customer. Yeah. So after the perceptual map, after the point of difference, then you can develop your value proposition to the targeted customer. Capish? Capish? Alright, cool. Yes? Questions? Alright. And then the next is point of parity. Point of parity is what is similar between you and your competitor. What is the standard of service? What is the similarity that you have between you and your competitor? Yeah, let's say on the service category or the positive association from the brand or the weaknesses of the brand. Let's say like Starbucks. Yeah, what is the similar service that you receive from Starbucks and Kopi Kenangan and Kopi Tuku, etc. So there is no, not Starbucks and Kopi Tuku. There is different level. Kopi Tuku, Kopi Kenangan, and
Janji Jiwa.
Janji Jiwa. So yeah. So what kind of point of parity? The similar services that you get. And what is the point of difference? From the Kopi Kenangan, there are Kenangan Mantan. Yeah. So it opening back the sadness, the sad memory between you and your ex-girlfriends. Kopi Janji Jiwa creating new hope to the new girlfriend. Kopi Tuku is copy of the pretty neighbors, yeah, because the name of the product is kopi tetangga, cantik, so something like that, so kind of weird. So they want to make the point of difference between their products. Okay, so also from the taste of the product. So one using the black sugar, the other using Javanese sugar, the other using the brown sugar. So different kind of sugar taste. Yeah, and one using the Arabic coffee, Arabic coffee, and then one using the Aceh coffee, one using the other coffee, different flavor, different taste. One using the Greenfield milk, the other using the other milk, that using the other milk. So different taste, yeah, and different process. So that gives you which one gives better quality, which one gives lower cost, yeah, which one better service. So point of difference is there, point of parity is there. So this one is when you have the point of difference and point of parity, then you can repositioning yourself. Okay, so currently I have a strong flavor. Now I reduce the strength into more light. So because of the competitive actions that conducted by your competitors. Let's say your competitors going into strong flavor. Okay, I don't want to fight there. Let's reduce our flavor. So you put into lighter flavor. So you want, or you have your customer decline already because of the competition. So you want to change the competition, find the area which you compete the lesser. So you move into lower flavor, yeah, or lower cost, or different sugar, something like that. So because there is potential of clustering or potential cluster there within the area. So this perceptual map can be done, can be used for reshaping, repositioning your brand, yeah, moving your positioning from point of A into point of B. Alright, so when you have the perceptual map in place, you can decide what kind of strategy you want to use in order to gain above average return, to gain your competitive advantage, or to gain a new competitive advantage, because your previous position doesn't give you competitive advantage, because competitive advantage already there in kopi janji jiwa. Kopi tanjakan is not yet there. So kopi tanjakan do not want to fight there. So they change they conduct competitive action to move from the battle into another quadrant or another coordinates where the market is quite enough there. Yeah, and they can gain a competitive advantage in those area. So far so good. Capish? Questions? Any questions? Capish? Okay. So selecting the point of parity and point of difference will determine your competitive advantage. A competitive advantage is a company's ability to perform in a way that competitor cannot or will not match you. So when the competitive advantage is not there, just find another coordinates to fight with where you can gain competitive advantage. Otherwise, you can go into the red ocean, a bloody red ocean where you fight brutally with your competitors. And then means of differentiation, yeah. Any product or service benefit that is sufficiently desirable, deliverable, and differentiating can serve as a point of difference for a brand. Yeah. Anything that is differentiating can serve as a point of difference. And then perceptual map, the perceptual map is representing the customer perception and preference. Let's like what we did with the Burger King. Yeah? That is customer preference or customer perceptions into the product. Emotional branding is a brand positioning that brand positioning should have both rational and emotional components. In the other words, it should contain point of difference and point of parity that appeal to both the head and the heart. And then a brand mantra.
Sorry,
Yes,
Jerry.
coming.
In the perceptual map, it shows that it is written that it is visual perceptions, basically visual perception of customers' perceptions and preferences. So in case of Burger King, how does that visual perception comes into picture? It is basically a kind of taste or something like that. Correct me.
Yes, this is a helicopter view visualization of your position, visualizing the customer perception of the product coordinates. This is visualizing the customer perception of the product coordinates. That's why we say this is a visual representation. Capish?
Pronto. Thanks.
And then after the point of difference and point of parity, we create, so instead of required, the step in positioning is competitive frame of work, point difference and point of parity, and the last one is creating a brand mantra. So brand mantra is an articulation of the heart and the soul of the brand that use 3 to 5 word phrases that capture the irrefutable essence of spirit of the brand positioning. Let's say like Mcdonald. What is the brand mantra? Food, forks, and fun. Nike, authentic athletic performance. Disney, fun, family, entertainment. So this is the brand mantra, the heart and the soul of the brand. Yeah. So explaining their coordinates, the food, the forks, and the fun. This is their coordinates. So when you change the kids into the fun, this is the high fun. There are low fun, so they want to play in the fun positioning. And then Nike, performance. So they would when you are putting the jargon of performance, Nike will be on top of on the right top. Disney, for the entertainment, they will be on the right top. So this explain their what kind of variable that they use in the coordinates for the perceptual map in the mindset of the customer. So when we talk about fun, we think about McDonald's. When we talk about athletics performance, we think about Nike. When we think about family entertainment, we think about Disney, because they give the mantra already. So to gain an area in the mind of the customer, they would like to occupy the position of family entertainment in the head of the customer. So brand mantra has to effectively communicate, simplify, and inspire. Communicate the category that they set for their strong, unique proposition, and simplify that is memorable and inspiring, personally meaningful, and relevant. So there is what we call also brand positioning bullseye. Yeah. So in the brand positioning bullseye, this is a helpful schematic to communicate the brand positioning. So there are consumer's target, consumer insight, consumer needs, and competitive product sets. Consumer target, coffee drinker. Yeah, this is for the Starbucks. Yeah, what is their target? The coffee drinker. Okay, and then customer insight. Coffee and the drinking experience is often unsatisfying, so they have the insights there. All right, sometimes unsatisfying. They would like to give them different experience with a satisfied experience in drinking coffee. The needs is to better coffee and better consumption experience. And the competitive product sets is local cafes, fast food, restaurant. The competitor, yeah, the competitor is convenience shops, restaurants. That is their competitor. And then the character of the product, thoughtful, and then visually identify the logo, green logo, caring. And then what is the substantiator? The substantiator is 24-hour training of baristas, integrated system, triple filtrated water, yeah, stock options for the for the employee. What is the point of difference? Relaxing, rewarding moments, rich sensory consumption, convenience, friendly service, exotic coffee drink, fresh quality coffee, and then point of parity, fairly priced, locally involved, and finally we got the brand mantra for the Starbucks coffee: rich, rewarding coffee experience. So what is the customer takeaway from this bullseye? That Starbucks gives the richest possible sensory experience drinking coffee. So this is what this is the bullseye that Starbucks coffee generate for their brand mantra. Questions?
So if we meet this is the matrix, Pak, ya. If this is like matrix, we should decide it, which one we should decide it first, Pak. The brand mantra or the values of personality of character. I mean, we should start from the center, or we should start from the outside the circle, Pak.
Okay, so we should start from the outer and then going into the mantra. So from the outer we identify the target customer. Okay, there are clusters there on the target customer. Okay, and then what is the insights? The insight we got from the focus group discussion, that they often find that the drinking experience is often unsatisfying. Okay, what is their needs and wants? Okay, they want to have a better coffee consumption experience. And what are the competitors? Yeah, so from the 5 forces, we can see we can have the focus group discussion or interview to understand who are the competitors. So that is the outer level. And then what is the point of difference? What makes you different from others? What is point of parity? Yeah. And then, okay, we go into the perceptual map again. Where are the competitors? Where is your target position? So that is point of difference. How are you going to differentiate yourself from your competitors? What kind of unique value proposition that you are going to give to your customer? What is the point of parity? And then from there you can generate what is the essence of your point of difference to your targeted segments given the consumer insights, given the current competitive actions. So what is your brand mantra? Rich, rewarding coffee experience. That will be the soul of any problem that arises within the company. The brand mantra will be the keyword towards every problem in the company. So when we have a decision, when we are having a debate on decisioning, so what is our brand mantra? Rich, rewarding coffee experience. So we need to give a rich, rewarding coffee experience to the customer. When there is a problem in vendors and problem in quality, so back into brand mantra. Is it accordingly with our brand mantra or not? If it is not accordingly with our brand mantra, then we should not go into that decision. Lower quality product, lower quality coffee, or lower rich rewarding experience, then that is not ours. If you want to do that, we need to change our brand mantra, something like that. So because this is going to be the customer takeaway from Starbucks. Capish? Arda?
Pronto Pak,
Right.
pronto Pak.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yes.
Pak, sorry, one following question Pak. What is the RTB Pak? RTB.
RTB is a substantiator, something like that something that is make you different, or come again, RTB to the substantiator. So let's say within the company there is the program, a program towards the employee, yeah, that Starbucks have a 24-hour training program for their barista, because it's all over the world. So they conduct 24-hour trainings if any trainings required. And then integrated system towards the buying cycle and selling cycle. No, the buying side into the vendors for the coffee, for the any ingredients, etc. There is a integrated system. And then technology for the triple filtrate waters, yeah. So substantiator in technology, on the program, rewarding program for the employee, like stock options for their employees. So let's say like a game changer. Substantiator is like a, what is a game changer in the, not a game changer, substantiator, something that is making difference, but not towards the customer, but towards the internal resource of the company. Capish?
Pronto Pak, pronto Pak. Thank
So
you.
point of difference is from the customer perspective. Yeah. So different with the substantiator. Substantiator is how to make a what we call that. So from the resources, from the capabilities, within the Starbucks. That is substantiator. All right. And then last one is, what about alternative options to positioning? So the other alternative approach to positioning is by using the storytelling or narrative story, yeah, for the positioning. So storytelling, there are 5 elements for the narrative branding or storytelling. First is that the brand story, you need to design your core message on your storytellings to create your brand positioning. And then the customer journey, or the way that customer engage with the brand over time. So you decide what kind of story you are going to tell. Like Nike, they have the people with the needs for people in needs, but using Nike, they still try to focus on the competition and going into the Olympiad, but with one hand, one leg, etc. So they create a story there, storytelling, to create a brand positioning. And then visual language or expression for the brand, yes, yeah. And then the fearful, oh no, not fearful, the sportivity, or the spirit to for the competition. And then the manner in which the narrative is expressed experientially, or the brand engage the senses to build more relationship with the customer and convert them into convert the audience into customer. So storytelling is another approach to positioning. You must be in YouTube. If you see in YouTube, a lot of storytelling there in Nike. Yeah, they create a storytelling, a lot of version of the storytelling. So that is another way of positioning. Right? So that is for the crafting the brand positioning. Any questions? Yes.
Can you go back to the last slide, Pak?
Last slide on to the storytelling.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm just still trying to understand.
All right. So you create some marketing expert describe positioning as positioning a brand as a storytelling, a narrative, or a story. So you create a story. You create a video, like in Nike, in YouTube, where people that is not lucky people, so they struggling to go to the Olympics, yeah, trying to defend their country names and to win the medal. So there is a storytelling that Nike creates, yeah, that put their name into the putting their position that they are friendly with the people in needs, like that. So that is kind of the positioning Nike as a company that also giving support to the needs people. That is they put it in a storytelling approach. Capish?
Pronto,
Alright,
pronto, Pak.
cool. You can, by the way, CQ also using the storytelling when
Sure.
when you create a video for your university, you get a story there. So there is a students from the Australia and then from the Romania coming to Australia, and then I'm a foreign student here. There is a storytelling on brand positioning the CQ into the customer's head. Capish?
Pronto,
Right.
Pak.
Cool. Any other questions? Right. If no more questions, let's have the post test.